Hey there, and welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a look at something that could be a real game changer for your career.
Especially if you're passionate about India's economic growth.
We're talking about the Small Industries Development Bank of India.
Or, as most people know it, SDB.
Exactly. Now, SIDBI, they're the driving force behind India's micro and medium enterprises.
These are the businesses that are really the backbone of our economy.
Those are the ones creating jobs,
Driving innovation.
keeping the wheels turning.
Absolutely.
And we've got a detailed recruitment advertisement.
For a whole bunch of grade A and B officer positions.
Just sitting here ready for us to unpack.
It's a goldmine of information.
It really is.
Not just about what SIDBI does,
But how you can become a part of it.
a part of the mission.
So think of this deep dive as your cheat sheet.
To landing a job at SIDBI.
We're going to break down the roles.
Requirements. The whole 9 yards.
Everything you need to know.
To ace that recruitment process.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty, we need to understand the big picture.
What SIDBI is all about.
Yes, zoom out a little.
So for those who might not know,
Might be hearing about it for the first time.
can you give us that quick rundown
Of their mission and what makes them so unique.
in the financial landscape?
Absolutely. CVD's core purpose is really to make sure
Yeah.
that MSMEs
Yeah.
have access to the credit that they need
Okay.
to flourish.
Uh-huh.
They act as a facilitator,
Okay.
connecting these businesses with banks and financial institutions.
So they're like the bridge.
They're the bridge, exactly.
Okay.
But it's more than just providing loans.
Right.
They actually want to be a one-stop shop for MSMEs,
Interesting.
supporting their development every step of the way.
So it's not just about handing out money, it's about,
It's about fostering growth
yeah,
and innovation
for these businesses.
for these businesses. Exactly.
So they need a really diverse team then,
Yes, with a wide range of expertise.
which is where these open positions come in. All right, let's get into the specifics.
of these openings.
What kind of roles are we talking about here?
The advertisement lists positions for assistant manager grade A
Okay,
in the general stream
got it.
and for manager grade B
Okay.
in both general and specialist streams.
Manager grade B with specialist streams.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, tell me more about these specialist roles.
Legal eagles and tech wizards, they're looking for it all.
Sounds exciting. So we've got
Legal IT positions.
highlighting just how diverse SIDB's needs are.
It's not just your typical finance-focused roles.
No, it's not.
It sounds like they're building a team
That can tackle challenges.
from multiple angles.
Exactly.
What about the number of vacancies?
Oh, they're definitely looking to expand their ranks.
Okay.
A good number of vacancies up for grabs.
How many are we talking
We're
about?
talking 50 for assistant manager grade A
Wow.
and 22 for manager grade B
That's quite a few.
across all those streams.
That's great.
And they're committed to an inclusive workforce.
Love to hear that. With reserved spots
So,
for various categories,
equal opportunity.
of course.
Now I know what everyone's thinking.
The big question,
Of course.
can you give us an idea?
Of the earning potential at SIDB.
What can we expect?
While the advertisement mentions that the exact pay scales are being revised,
Okay.
they do give us a glimpse of what to expect.
Okay.
They provide both the current starting salaries
Uh-huh.
and an estimated range
Ooh, estimated range.
for the total compensation package.
Total compensation, tell me more.
For assistant manager grade A,
Okay.
the estimated CTC, or cost to company,
Right.
ranges from a respectable euro 19 lakh
Wow.
to 21 lakh per year.
That's pretty good.
And for manager grade B,
Yeah.
it gets even sweeter.
Okay, how sweet are we talking?
23.5 lakh
Oh.
to 26 lakh per year.
That's a lot.
Not bad,
Not bad at all.
especially for starting salaries.
CDB is serious about attracting top talent.
But it's not just about the base salary either.
No, it's not.
Let's talk about the perks.
The benefits package is pretty impressive.
Okay, what kind of benefits are we talking?
Well, you've got your standard benefits,
Mhm.
like gratuity
Okay,
and leave fare concessions.
makes sense.
But they also offer things like reimbursements
Okay.
for medical expenses,
Uh-huh.
vehicle maintenance,
Wow.
even phone and internet bills.
They really take care of their employees.
Hey, you do.
What about settling in? Are there any perks for that?
They even provide assistance for furnishing your residence.
Oh, wow.
And they offer loans and advances at concessional rates
Okay.
for things like buying a car or a house.
It seems like they've thought of everything.
To make working at SIDBI a rewarding experience.
But it's not just about the financial perks.
It's not.
What about opportunities for growth?
Within the organization?
Professional development.
Absolutely.
So tell me about those opportunities.
SIDBI is committed to investing in their employees' growth. They provide opportunities for skill upgradation
Okay.
and encourage continuous learning
That's great.
to help their staff stay ahead of the curve.
So you're not just joining a job
You're joining a team.
dedicated to your growth.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
Now that we've painted a picture
Yeah.
of what it's like to work at SID,
Let's dive into the details.
of who they're looking for.
The eligibility requirements.
Now that's where things get interesting.
So we'll unpack all those details
Of what it takes to be eligible.
in the next part of our deep dive. All right, listeners, stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
With more insights into SIDBI's recruitment process, welcome back to our deep dive into SIDBI's recruitment drive.
Now, before the break.
We were about to unravel the eligibility requirements.
Yes, let's break down those qualifications.
And help our listener figure out if they have what it takes.
To join the SIDBI team.
Okay, let's start with the assistant manager grade A position.
In the general stream.
What are the must-haves?
In terms of education, first and foremost,
Yeah.
you'll need a graduation degree,
Okay.
but not just any degree.
Right.
It has to be in a relevant field.
Like,
Commerce,
Yeah.
economics, even engineering.
so a solid academic foundation.
They're looking for a minimum of 60%.
60%, that's for general category applicants, right?
Right. For those who fall under the SC, ST, or PWBD categories,
Yeah.
they only need 50%.
Okay.
But it's not just about the degree.
Right.
They want to see that you can apply that knowledge.
In the real world.
They're looking for at least 2 years of experience
Okay.
in credit dispensation,
So in areas like,
MSME lending or corporate lending
so if someone has experience in, say, personal loans,
or home loans.
would that be considered relevant?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
The advertisement specifically mentions
Yeah,
that experience in those areas wouldn't count.
that makes sense.
They want people who understand the MSME world.
The unique challenges.
Exactly.
Now, are there any alternative paths?
To meet these requirements.
What if someone doesn't have that traditional commerce or finance background?
There are a few other ways to qualify.
Okay.
If you're a qualified company secretary,
Okay.
a certified management accountant, or even a CFA,
A chartered financial analyst.
you would still meet the educational criteria.
Got it.
Same goes for chartered accountants.
Okay.
Their expertise is definitely valuable to SIB.
So they're recognizing that expertise can come from a variety of avenues,
Exactly.
not just a specific degree.
That's right.
Now, what about those who've gone for higher education?
Like an MBA or a PGDM.
Does that change the game?
Absolutely. If you have an MBA or PGDM,
Oh, okay.
you wouldn't need any prior work experience.
To apply for the assistant manager grade A position?
That's correct.
That's great.
It's a great incentive
It really is.
for those who've invested in a postgraduate degree.
It shows that SID values those qualifications.
Definitely.
Now with all these different paths to eligibility.
Yeah, it can get a bit confusing. It's crucial to pay attention.
To the details.
The minimum work experience requirement
Yeah.
is only for specific educational qualifications.
So don't just assume.
That you're eligible or ineligible.
Right. Carefully review.
The advertisement.
Okay, and speaking of specifics,
Key dates.
are there any dates that we absolutely need to mark in our calendars?
There are 2 dates you definitely don't want to miss.
Okay, give them to me.
December 2nd, 2024.
Okay.
That's the cutoff date for determining your eligibility based on your qualifications and experience.
Qualifications and experience, December 2nd. Got it.
Now for age limits.
Okay.
The age limit for assistant manager grade A is 30 years old
As of
as of November 8th, 2024.
30 years old as of November 8th, 2024.
Of course, as with the educational qualifications,
Right.
there are relaxations in the upper age limit.
Based on category.
Exactly.
All of which are detailed in the advertisement.
That's correct.
Okay, so we've covered the assistant manager grade A.
In quite a bit of detail.
Now let's move on to the manager grade B positions.
Are the requirements similar?
Or should we expect something different?
There are some key differences.
Okay, let's hear them.
For manager grade B, the educational requirements are a bit broader.
Okay.
You could have a graduation degree in any discipline,
Really?
as long as you scored at least 60%,
Okay.
or if you have a postgraduate degree,
Yeah.
the minimum score dips to 55%.
Interesting.
So they're putting less emphasis
Yeah.
on a specific field of study,
And more on.
overall academic performance.
And I'm guessing the work experience requirement is more stringent.
You guessed it.
Okay, how much are we talking?
You'll need at least 5 years of experience
Okay.
as an officer in specific organizations. We're talking institutions like the RBI,
Okay.
SIDBI, NABARD,
Yeah.
or even scheduled commercial banks.
So they're looking for people with significant